we got roped into a tourist trap of...
My name is Monique Powers, and I'm a self-publisher and a licensed esthetician with a cosmetology and manicuring license. In 2020, I closed both of my studios and moved into a custom-built van I named Azalea. Take a peek at my version of van life. My personal life, and my vacations in between.
Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I did leave my van in Los Angeles to embark on a pilgrimage to Greece to visit quite a few locations that the Apostle Paul visited. Now, if you've never been on a pilgrimage trip, it is quite the opposite of a leisure vacation. It's more like a walking history lesson where you're going to be given a lot of insightful information in a short period of time. This is our second full day here in Greece, and we are now here in Larissa at our second hotel where we will spend one full night here. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna visit a Montessori and then tour Athens. And then we're gonna spend one night in Athens, and then the very next day, we're going to embark on a cruise ship. So I'm super excited about that. But before I continue, I think that whether you're going on a vacation or doing a pilgrimage trip, sometimes it doesn't feel real or quite right unless something goes wrong. For example, some of the bags got misplaced, including my own. And then, you guys will not believe this, I am gonna show footage of this. Someone got stuck in the elevator. One of the women that's also on this, in this group with us, got stuck in an elevator, and this is what it looked like. To be quite honest, I don't really know how I'm going to be editing this video because the last time I took a really big trip, I did take you guys along with me, and I just really felt like I wasn't really present for myself. And that was 2 years ago when we went to Israel and also to Rome. And so with this trip, I want to do it a little bit differently because I do want to be present. I do want to remember what I saw, how I felt, everything. I just want to experience everything. And I do want to show you guys part of it as well. So this video, honestly, is probably going to be a lot longer than my other videos. Like, I try to keep my videos around 20 minutes or so. But this time, I'm really going to be showing you guys a lot of stuff. And what I'm going to do is recap the last couple days. I want to show you guys what we did, and then, or even what I saw. I'm gonna have you guys listen to what the tour guide was saying, just so you can kind of feel like you're here in Greece with me and experiencing this all with me. So I think that's how I'm going to edit this video. As of right now, as I'm taping, I have no idea exactly how I'm going to edit it, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up that it's going to be a long video. It might be a second video after this one. I'm really not sure, but it's gonna be a long one. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I know I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm really doing it for myself, not just for you, but I really am doing this video for myself. And I wanna share it with you guys. So let's take a look. I wanna show you guys what I did over the last 2 days.
stop here. We're right in the middle of our trip, so we have about an hour or maybe even 15 minutes to Philippi. It's about 50 minutes to an hour, and we're going to be staying in Philippi at 2 sites in Philippi for about two and a half hours. Okay, and then we're off. We're going to lunch. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Should we just go straight to lunch? Sure? No? Okay. So the first site we're going to is called, we Greeks simply call it Lydia. First going to this place, Lydia, which is the baptistry of Lydia. What we are going to see there is one of the possible places where Lydia was baptized. While we are at Lydia, the first site we will visit a modern Orthodox church, which is also, it's primarily a baptistry. Okay, so they use it to baptize people, and we're going to talk about some of the themes in there, in that baptistry. This is going to be, the Orthodox church is going to be a new experience for you, unless you've been to one. Has anyone been to an Orthodox church before? Do you have any idea of what it looks like? You've probably been to Catholic churches. Yeah, okay. Lots of statues, iconography. The Orthodox Church does not have statues, but it has much, much more iconography. Okay? So once you enter the church, I don't want to say too much. I want this to be your first experience. Once you enter the church, you will see around you saints and martyrs and figures from the Book of Acts.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Okay, so we're now headed towards the archaeological site. Yeah? Okay. Did you like the baptistry?
Yeah.
Nice place. It's very calm there. The sound of the river is, I think, very soothing. What is this place?
The theater.
It's Philippi, yes. This particular place we're sitting
The
at.
theater.
The theater, right? But here's the oldest structure we will see in Philippi. You see, Philippi was a continuously inhabited city from the 4th century up until the 6th, or some recent discoveries place it to the 11th century. So nearly 14 to 1500 years of continuous habitation. So we have theaters from the 4th century. We will have Christian churches even from the 6th and 7th century AD. So what we see here are the remains of a Christian basilica. A basilica is an elongated building with a narthex and a nave. Dedicates this church to Paul. You can see right there, the last word in yellow right there is the term, the word Paul. Okay? Paul, who was persecuted here, imprisoned in this city, now is recognized as the apostle. The apostle there for people to use. One sponge.
Communal sponge.
Yeah, communal sponge, thank you. And water to clean everything out.
All the way around.
Yep, and there's another one.
Getting a collection.
Oh, yes.
This is a very brief stop. We're going to see a section of the Via Ignatia. It made it very convenient for Paul to travel along, and this is what shaped Paul's journey in northern Greece. Okay? Again, so Thessaloniki, what a city. So Paul left Philippi. He's essentially kicked out of Philippi, right? We just briefly looked into that there, and then he goes to he passes through Amphipoli, Apollonia, and then he arrives in Thessaloniki. Chapter 17 is the chapter that describes Paul's visit to Thessaloniki or Thessalonica in your translations, Berea and Athens. Okay, chapter 17, Thessalonica, Berea, and Athens.
One archaeologist from Italy said, underneath Thessaloniki lies the Byzantine Pompeii. So there's just no telling of what's underneath all of these buildings. Only a glimpse of it is seen here. This was a small section of the Roman Agora of Thessaloniki. The eastern side stretches well into that area with those apartment buildings, and also the western area underneath those apartment buildings.
On your left is the Arch of Galerius. Galerius was a great persecutor of Christianity, but also the one who issued the first edict of toleration for Christianity. And in the distance is his mausoleum, which was built in the early 4th century and later converted into a church in the late 4th century. A beautiful building inside, exquisite mosaics, and just and one of the oldest churches in Christendom. The oldest still standing church. So that's the statue of Alexander. In the distance, you can see a very tall mountain. Did you guys sleep well? Yes. Yeah? Some people are still sleeping. Okay, we're arriving, we're close to Veria right now. Veria, or again, you might know it as Berea. We're driving through the plains of Macedonia. You can see on your left or right, most of the trees around here are peach trees. Early in the spring, they have pink flowers blooming, so it's really nice. But I can't see any right now. And sometimes, this is a new development. On your left, you can see solar panels. So they, instead of cultivating something, they fill the field with solar panels. Because just like in California, we have lots of sun. This is the cathedral of the city. It's the new cathedral, new as in 17th century, so it's more than 400 years old.
Following us. Same goal. Thank you. Really?
Hey, buddy. You want to come with us? Okay. Like Americans are great. They give me food and treats.
Okay, so this is called, according to the local tradition, the Vima of Paul.
To our next stop, and then we will enter the royal tombs. Ooh. It's one of the coolest museums in Greece. However, it's very, very dark inside. So if you when I'm a visitor, when I'm not guiding in that museum, I get very drowsy. So if you get drowsy, just head out at whatever time you want. I'm not going to do a 2-hour tour of the site. That would not be good. It's not big, but there's a lot to say. I'm not going to say everything. I want to just highlight a couple of things. But it's a very impressive museum. I think some of the artifacts in there just speak for themselves.
Just explain
while we adjust to the darkness, it'll be much easier in a minute, but I'll just explain what this site is. We are standing inside a tumulus, what did you call it? A mound, right? Man-made hill, underneath of which are several tombs. Okay? Now, the way this took place was Manolis Andronikos excavated the site in the 1970s. They dug down, and then they created the museum and they covered it again. So it looks just like how it was before they excavated it, from the outside. Okay? Very smart museum making here. Okay, there are museologists who make these places, who design them, and this is one of the best designed museums in Greece. Okay, it's not very big, but the way they've designed it, the artifacts, the exhibits themselves are just exquisite, and you will see in a minute. Again, the theme here is the tombs of the royal kings, but also, of course, death. Okay, as we move, first of all, you can see a model of the tumulus here, and you can see some of the tombs here. As you see here, it's 1, 2. The second one is the tomb of Philip II. We'll have a chance to see it from up front. And as we move this way, we will see various tombstones that were found in this area. Okay. Sometimes they will look like modern tombstones. It's just a marble slab that was put on top of the tomb of a person. Usually when they're very well decorated, when they have lots of colors, when they're very ornate, the more ornate it is, the richer the person. Or was the fourth tomb they found. You understand Latin numerals, right? Mm-hmm. That's number 4 right there. So we can see the entrance, the facade of the tomb. On the other side is the back side of the tomb. It was supposed to look like a small temple. Whenever you see columns in front, it's supposed to look like a small temple. And we don't know to whom it belonged. The body was probably somewhere there. But here's the catch with tombs. Whenever someone, even in antiquity, saw something that looked like a man-made hill, they immediately knew there's someone buried there, probably with lots of gold. So they looted those. Have some decorative weaponry, some chest plates. Here we have the placings of a shield, spear tips, a chest plate again, a sword with an ivory.
Look at that.
Yeah. The way shields worked back then was, can you see where the hand goes through? Yeah. I'll explain this later on the bus if you want, but shields were not just for the individual. Right after Philip was assassinated, his then favored wife was also assassinated. What? Okay. This is the crown of the queen.
Is that gold?
That's gold.
24. Wow.
The Macedonian Empire at that time was very, very wealthy and became even more wealthy with Alexander the Great. Okay. So all of this is gold. Beautiful, exquisite, very detailed art. Anyone remember the way to the bus?
Yes.
Yeah? Just go there.
To the right. We're gonna turn right.
Right, and then at the intersection you turn left, and that eventually leads you to the bus. I'll tell the bus driver to meet you there so he can take you to the restaurant.
Okay.
Okay? I'll just wait for the rest.
점심으로 간대.
You're a big shout out for shit.
If I knew it was this close, we could have just walked there.
tomorrow morning we're leaving the hotel at 8:40. 8:40. Then we will visit the monasteries of Meteora.
Is there a dress code for Meteora?
Yes, thank you. Men, wear long pants tomorrow, and at the very least short sleeves, and women wear skirts.
Skirts?
Okay?
I don't have. Oh wait, I have a dress.
Well, if you have none, if you have a dress, wear that. If you don't have any of that, you will be given some at the monastery.
Good morning. It's really early right now. This is day 3 of our trip here in Greece. We are going to a monastery today, hence why I'm wearing a dress. And I was gonna wear sandals, but it's supposed to rain today, but it's a 70% chance of rain. So I'm not going to wear sandals. I'll have to show you guys the shoes I'm wearing. Okay, when you do these kind of trips, you do have to wear comfortable shoes. And most people think about, wearing tennis shoes, but I'm wearing Uggs. I got these Ugg slippers for Christmas, and I absolutely love them, and they are so comfortable. So that's what I'm gonna wear today. So let's go get some breakfast. I think we'll be the first ones. We'll be the first ones here.
Like music, like we did and stuff.
Okay, so we're on our way. It was raining earlier today, but the rain, it has stopped. So let's see what the day unfolds.
Today, since we're visiting monasteries, let's learn another greeting which is said between Easter and Pentecost in Greece. Christos Anesti.
Christos Anesti.
Christos Anesti.
Christos Anesti.
Is risen. And the response will normally be Alithos Anesti, which means truly he is risen. So Greeks say this between Easter and Pentecost. Okay, that's our greeting. Here we're going to Meteora.
That is the monastery of the Holy Trinity. And you see at the middle of the formation, there's a small staircase. Yeah, that goes through the rock and up into.
That's crazy. They made a hole in the rock?
Yeah, but there are also caves everywhere. Can you see down there? There are caves.
Okay, now as we're driving, on your left you will see caves, or you've probably already noticed. Those were the first locations with the early hermits. Hermit, again, is a person, let's say a monk, but he lives alone. Okay? The monks live in communities, hermits live alone. Dedicate their time to prayer, fasting, and contemplating the nature of God. In the case of the Orthodox Church, they repeat the prayer again and again, the prayer, Lord Jesus, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus, have mercy on me, a sinner. That is to recite that prayer again and again. Here we have right in front of us, the monastery of Saint Varlam. Way back is the big monastery of Saint Athanasius, and there's a smaller one on our left. I don't know if you can see it from there. Yeah. On your left, yeah.
Guys, let's all gather here. We're going up this way, yes. So let's all gather here so we know how many we are.
What am I doing up here? I'm afraid of heights.
Well, stay inward.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna
Same
do.
with me. I'm like that.
How are we doing? Blue bus, are we good? The chapel we will be visiting is right here, right in front of us. You can see the two domes. The monastery's foundation dates back to the 14th century. It flourished in the 15th and 16th centuries, along with the flourishing of the rest of Madeira. Okay, let's just wait here. Navward Chapel, okay? The church proper, the chapel of the monastery is in there. It's a 16th and 17th century chapel with icons that date a little later from the 17th and 18th century. The iconography, the frescoes. Now let's try to see what's going on in here. There's, again, an overload of symbolism. What we can notice first is the R and the S.
Oh, this side? Okay guys, it's raining right now. I can't believe I did all that because I am afraid of heights, but it was awesome. It was great. I think I'm gonna be the first one on the bus.
To your left, you will see complex of caves and some scaffolding. Can you see those?
Yeah.
We'll have a better view in a minute. And we see St. Nicholas Monastery up ahead. But turn your gaze to the caves again. We'll see some platforms that they built. Yeah, see? Now that was the place where monks were sent if they were naughty. And up ahead, can you see that lone rock? Not the monastery, the lone rock. You'll see some remains, some ruins of a monastery that was built there. Can you see that? That's built right on that cliff, and it's still there. The ruins, the remains are still standing there, despite the rain, the earthquakes. So just imagine how well built these things were. At least their foundations, because now it's just ruins. There are people climbing usually up there. Oh, so on your left, yeah, that's one of the main caves that climbers climb up to, and they leave their scarf there. We'll have a better view in a second. Yeah, they leave a scarf or something, some religious paraphernalia. They leave it there, and so if you climb there, you can leave something that will remain there.
So now, would this be like the big?
Hey, mister. Hello. Hi.
There you are. Yes. Yes.
Hey, you two.
We're close to the hotel. This is a nice hotel. I'm saying this because the hotel is really nice. It's a good hotel, but the area around it, I do not recommend leaving the hotel after 9. Okay? So stay at the hotel. We all need some rest. Let's have our dinner and then just go to bed, right? Okay, we're here. The hotel is on your left. Once everyone has got off the bus, Thomas will lock it, and then he will start unloading the luggage, okay?
I've tried tomatoes in my backyard. In my buckets in my.
Hey you guys, I'm back and you know where I'm sitting, in the bathroom. I apologize for the echo, and eventually I am gonna have to get a microphone just so this doesn't happen anymore. Anyway, so we're here in Athens right now, and we're gonna leave tomorrow morning to board a ship that is gonna take us around some of the Greek islands here. So really excited about that. I just finished dinner, and what I'm noticing is the menu seems to be pretty much the same no matter where we go. Tonight was a little bit different because I was able to eat some scalloped potatoes, which I really do love. So that was a nice change, but all the other menus, it kind of looks like I'm showing you guys the same plate, but the arrangement is a little different. But that's not the case. It basically is the same food. So I'm hoping when we're on the ship for the next few days, it's gonna be quite different. And usually it is on a cruise ship. I don't know if you guys have ever cruised before, but the menu is pretty vast and very, very delicious. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. But enough about me. I want to ask you guys to leave a comment below on what do you think about what I've been showing you guys so far, the content that I've been showing. Do you feel like it's interesting with regard to the trip that I'm on right now? Do you feel like it's a trip that you possibly want to take yourself, or is it just enough for you to be living vicariously through me on this journey here in Greece? So leave a comment below and let me know. That'd be interesting to know. And then also, what do you think about the stray animals that some of them are just literally laying in the, well, not laying in the street, but like just laying there like dead animals on the ground or in the grass. And then some of them are obviously, very friendly. They're not aggressive. They come up to you. So that's pretty interesting to me. And I'm sure you can tell, it looks like they are pretty much very well taken care of. And I think it's because they probably provide a service for the restaurants, because they don't dissuade us from feeding these animals. And I think these animals probably keep the rodents kind of at bay away from the restaurants. So that I think it's like a win-win for both parties. So let me know about that, because that's pretty interesting, because you definitely don't see that in the States, where the animals are just like laying there just with no care in the world, because some of them do look like they're dead, but they're not. We look closely to see that they're still breathing, and they are. But it's pretty interesting because the animals that I've seen just wandering on the streets, for example, in Aruba, they don't look well taken care of. They look like they're starving. You can see their ribs, and it's really a sad situation. So quite interesting to see how it's such a stark difference here in Greece. So leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think about that. And I realized that I'm just checking in with you guys, so I'm just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And I want to tell you that I realized during our trip today, that I left my selfie stick in the hotel, and which is 3 hours away, by the way, and I don't know how I did that. I'm pretty good about, just packing up everything back in the suitcase where it belongs. So I'm bummed about that, and I'll just have to order another one. But in the meantime, I do have Plan B, which I'm using right now, so I think it's gonna work out just fine. And I'll probably purchase another selfie stick once I'm on the cruise ship. So I'll have to remember to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna actually go to sleep right now, because it's going on midnight right now. And I wanna show you guys the battery pack that I've been using. I'm gonna leave a link below, because I think this is just absolutely amazing. So once I plug it in to charge up the battery pack, and by the way, once you get a full charge, it will last quite a few weeks at 100%. So, but this particular one, I plug it in, and I can plug in all 3 of my iPhones, my Apple Watch, and my 2 sets of earpods, which I don't know of any other battery pack that can do that. And then, when I wake up in the morning, everything's all charged up 100%. So I just thought that was just a great find on Amazon, and I'm gonna leave a link below for you guys, because I think it's just great. And it's a battery pack that I just carry with me all the time, because I'm always, filming with my camera, and sometimes I just run out of batteries, and then usually I don't have a battery pack. I actually just got this battery pack for this trip, but I'm going to be carrying it all the time, because there are times, especially when I'm driving in the van, when I run out of power and I'm trying to record, when I plug it into the van, I don't hear anything. Like, let's say I want to listen to music or something on YouTube. I can plug it into the van, but I don't hear anything. There's no volume. And it's probably my fault because I really haven't read the manual completely with regard to my band and how to operate the, you know, the bells and whistles, so to speak. So anyway, I don't have to worry about that because I have my battery pack. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go to sleep right now. I just wanted to share all that with you guys and check in with you. I will check in tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be before I hop on the ship or once I get on the ship, I will hop back on here again. And I hope you guys are enjoying everything that I'm showing you. And I look forward to watching or listening or reading, actually. I look forward to reading all the comments in the section below. And I'm gonna say good night and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Good night. Good morning, you guys. It's pretty early. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. You know what? Since I've been here, I have not skipped a meal. And for some reason, I wake up so famished. So let's see what they got downstairs. Hopefully it's a lot different than what I've been eating for the last few days. Pretty.
You do have to kind of pick and choose what you know.
It's a classic in that.
Yeah, that's
So on your left, in the distance.
Oh, this is Starbucks!
Oh, come on.
Hey, he was not being funny. That was a true cinema.
I'm sorry. It was true. I'm sorry.
I didn't put that back in there.
I got so excited.
Hey, Vasalis, the opinions of these five right here don't reflect me.
I was talking about neoclassical buildings and I didn't even finish my sentence. Oh, there's a Starbucks! Okay, we've reached Lavrion Port. This is also a very historic city. It was known in antiquity for, and in later times, for its silver mines. Now look at this roundabout. Look at this olive tree right in front of you. I don't know if they've studied its how old it is, but it's old.
I mean, it's there. You still go to Google and you still read everything.
back then.
You got to see
You were young.
Well, they said it was going to be.
Yeah. serious wind, it said.
That's our ship on the right. Don't get off the bus yet. I'll tell you when.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
There's cabins available more in the center part of the ship, or the...
Upon hearing the general emergency alarm, passengers must proceed to their muster station and go directly to your assigned muster station. Your muster station is indicated. Yes, yes, not. Not my spot.
Okay, thank you. Hi. What is that? Batamoro? Yes, yes, yes. Gosh, it is so cold out here. Good morning, you guys. It's a little bit after 4:30 in the morning. We have a very long day this morning, and hopefully I'll be able to record a lot more than I did yesterday. Yesterday, once we got off of the bus, we had to drop off our luggage in an area that had, I'm not kidding, like hurricane-like winds. And I couldn't record any of it for fear of losing my phone. That is how strong the winds were. So eventually made it onto the ship and into our room. And we have a pretty nice room, so I'm glad it has a window. Anyway, so did that and then had lunch, and then shortly thereafter we had to do a fire drill where you had to go to a particular deck depending on where your room was, and then stand on, you know, whichever side of the ship you were assigned with your life jacket on. And that drill only lasted not even 15 minutes. And if you've ever been on a cruise ship before, you know that's one of the first things that they do is show you where to stand, where to be at with your life jacket on in case of an emergency. So did that, and then went back to the room and honestly just fell asleep. Fell asleep and did not go to Mykonos, which was one of the first excursions that we were allowed to go on, which I didn't really know that. Otherwise, I probably would not have gone to sleep. But anyway, I slept through it, and that's one regret I have. But oh well, I'm not going to sleep through anything else. So today, what we have on schedule, I have my daily program here. We're supposed to go to a place called Kusadasi. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. And that's actually modern day Ephesus. If you're familiar with Ephesus in the Bible, that's where we're going to
go to today, and I believe we're gonna come back, have lunch, and then go to Patmos after that. Sail on to Patmos. So that is what's going on today. So it's gonna be a very, very long day, but I'm all up for it because I got a lot of sleep, and I'm here in this really nice room. It's called the Discovery Lounge, and I thought this would be a nice place to record, but I'm telling you, if anyone walks in this room, I'm gonna leave immediately because I don't want to be in a room with a stranger by myself. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to the room and just maybe close my eyes just for a few minutes because yesterday when we went to sleep and I woke up, I didn't wake up till like 9 o'clock. Went to dinner because they were still serving dinner till 10:30, and then eventually went back to the room, got all my stuff together for this morning, and took a shower last night. And I didn't really get that much sleep, so I actually got like 3 hours worth of sleep because I went to sleep like at 12:30 and got up around right before 3:30. Because remember, I don't like to rush in the morning. I just want to just get ready at my leisure. So, and I knew I wanted to record today or this morning. So I'm gonna go back, maybe close my eyes just for a little bit, and then go eat breakfast at 5:45 and be ready to leave the ship at 6:45. So I'm gonna show you guys my breakfast. Oh, by the way, the food looks very delicious. And as I mentioned before, they have a vast variety of food here, a lot more than at the hotels where we were staying at. So I'm eating very well. The only bummer thing is I love ice cream, and ice cream is actually extra, which I don't mind paying extra, which I did pay extra yesterday, and I'll probably be paying extra maybe every other night, maybe not eating ice cream every night, maybe, who knows, I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna go back to the room, close my eyes just for a little bit, eat breakfast, and then I will hop back on here then. All right, so see you then. You guys, I'm getting my exercise right before breakfast. Guys, this is a buffet, and I'm gonna be the first one in line.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. This is a lot of food, but I'm gonna try and eat it. I'm gonna eat all of it.
Please do remember our all on board time. I know shopping is irresistible in Turkey, and I know only these 4 short hours that you're going to be spending out there will not be enough, but please do be back by 12:30 so we can reach our second destination of today. Once you return, we will have a delicious lunch on board for you that will be served until 2 o'clock.
Good morning.
Kalimera. Günaydın. That's how we say good morning in Turkish. Welcome to Turkey and to my town, Kuşadası. That's how we pronounce the name of this beautiful town, Kuşadası. Wow, I'm impressed with your Turkish. I'm going to be with you today. My name is Burak. Burak. Let's ensure it's not Barak. Okay? Because there's a difference between Burak and Barak. I'm only in charge of this town and people are very happy. Okay? And my driver is Faik. Faik, good morning. Günaydın, Kalimera Faik, get up. Now Vasilis is always with us. Thank you. Good morning, Dudley. Pastor Dudley, nice to see you here. Thank you very much for coming. And also, you, welcome to my country, to Turkey, and to my beautiful town, Kuşadası. We are heading to Ephesus. Ephesus. That's somewhere really amazing to see. It has to be seen at least once in a lifetime by everyone in the world. That's my opinion. And as we're heading there, it's going to be like 30 minutes drive. Yes. But you know, Ephesus is one of the biggest kind of an open-air museum in the world. We're going to do a lot of walk, but it's going to be somewhere so special. We'll be walking on the footsteps of St. Paul. And of course, it's an amazing place to visit, to be blessed with the previous lives of the early brothers and sisters. All right. How was it? Did you enjoy Ephesus? Are you happy? Thank you. I want you to tell it everyone when you go back, okay?
Actually pretty nice here.
It is. It is. Definitely more modern on this side.
It is going straight ahead to the port. And please do not forget your things in the bus, okay? This is the last time together, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming. Because I hope to see you somewhere sometime in the future. God bless you all. And peace. Thank you very much. Here we are. Thank you.
My name is Angeliki and our bus driver's name is Valadis. Welcome everybody. Together we are going to visit two holy places. First is the cave where St. John the Evangelist wrote the last book of the New Testament, the last chapter of the Bible, the book of Revelation. And then after, we are going to visit the monastery of St. John, which was built in the 11th century by the monk named Christodoulos.
Slowly, please, slowly.
Thank you.
Slowly, slowly.
You guys, I absolutely love this room. It's so private and secluded, and I feel like it's a hidden gem here on the ship that nobody knows about because every time I come here, there's nobody here. Anyway, if you've made it this far in my video, that really makes my heart smile because honestly, I only watch long form videos of those who I really like. And if you made it this far, if you don't mind commenting, I like you because I want to know who made it this far in the video. Anyway, I did finish dinner and I just wanted to give you guys a recap on what our day was like today. And we began by going to Kudasaki, which I know I am completely not pronouncing it correctly, and it is not modern day Ephesus like I said earlier today. Ephesus is actually about 10 miles away. So that was our first stop. We went to visit the very impressive ruins of Ephesus, and then we got roped into a tourist trap of carpet makers, which was very impressive, but honestly had nothing to do with the footsteps of Paul. After that, we returned to the ship to have some lunch, and then we finally concluded the day by going to the island of Patmos, where we went to visit the cave where John wrote the book of Revelation. And they believe that's where he wrote it because it's the only cave on the island. And then after that, we went to visit the monastery of St. John. Now, many of us were very disappointed in visiting the island of Patmos and the cave itself because some of the stuff that the tour guide was telling us was just quite honestly suspect and not biblically correct. And this is like a prime reason why I am always encouraging you guys and telling you you've got to read your Bible for yourself. Because if not, you'll fall for everything and have no knowledge or conviction about anything, and you'll stand for nothing. And I just don't really want that for you guys, okay? Because I really do care about you guys, all right? So I am going to say goodnight right now. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, all right? Have a good night. Good morning, you guys. How are you? I actually got 8 hours worth of sleep last night. And boy, what a difference that makes. But it wasn't supposed to be that way. We decided to make this day a day of leisure, kind of a free day. So I was able to sleep in. So I'm very grateful for that. What we're gonna do today actually is go and kind of explore one of the Greek islands called Rhodes, particularly the medieval old town of the city of Rhodes. So that's what we're gonna do today. It is supposed to rain today, but I'm completely prepared because the jacket that I have, has a hood on it. So I will be utilizing that. And I also brought an extra umbrella as well. So before we get started, let's go and eat some breakfast. Still happen at car dealerships, Mm-hmm. I'm like, in this day and age. How beautiful the sea is. We think this is called the Marine Gate.
We're gonna go over here to Ippoton Street, which is an old medieval street, and see what that looks like, and then circle back through the old city.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I just bought this bag that I'm using on Amazon, but it's in black. I wonder how much it is. $9.99, I think, is the price. Hi. You said hi.
Yeah. Stay dry, buddy.
Doing what cats do. You wanna show me your face? Look at you. Look at you.
The upper slot is wide enough to get a bow in, so the archers could defend from that position. And then down low, it's wide enough to roll a cannon, so you could have your cannon positions here as well.
Okay, who's down for the fish massage? Or what is this, magic fish spa? And here are the workers. No, thank you.
Look, someone put this towel out for the cats.
Look at you posing up there. Cute.
Okay, so it is the bubble waffle. Yeah. And just the ice cream alone without the toppings, it's...
If you want with toppings and ice cream, €6. If you want just with toppings, €4.
I like the cheesecake. Yes.
Just 2 minutes, okay?
Okay, alright, thank you.
What are these?
Red velvet biscuit.
Red velvet. On there?
No.
No?
Det finns en våffla.
It's 50 cents.
50 cents?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
Another two.
Yes.
I just left 50 cents.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cheers.
Wait. I have to get your 50 cents.
All right. I think
That's the Greek way right there. See?
No, that's my job. It's not the Greek way. I must. What can I do?
Just use name.
I'm sorry. I work here. Sundays, 9
All day.
and 50.
Keep the change.
Oh, you're sweet. Hello, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Whew, This is where I turn the camera off. I see you. I see you. It's probably
Look at this.
yeah. Yeah, that mosaic. That mosaic looks very impressive. I could eat gelato all day.
You have one like that is also tripod.
Oh, yes.
And it can turn around. So you can turn your phone, making different kind of pictures.
Uh-huh.
With the remote control.
Right,
Using
yes.
your battery inside. And the tripod.
Okay.
So, yes.
Awesome. Yes, that's the one I'm used to. How much is it?
This one from 26 come to 18 euro.
18?
Model. Yes. Similar construction, just it doesn't turn around. It's from this kind of metal. Also remote control, also tripod.
Okay, but that one does not turn.
No.
This one. Oh, okay, well, let me see. And it expands up?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, I'm gonna get this one because I usually shoot horizontally anyway.
Okay.
And this is just a spare one. I have two at home.
Great.
So I'll do that one.
Great.
So I'll get that one. You said that one's 12?
12 euro, yes.
And you take credit cards?
Yes.
We're back in business! I got my selfie stick. What is going on here? Okay, guys, let's do what the Greeks do. We drink Greek beer. That was really delicious. You guys, after a 5-hour nap, it is time to go to dinner. And I'm really not that hungry, but I'm gonna go eat because they're serving pork chops tonight. So let's go eat. Oh, before I do, I wanna show you guys my necklace that I got in the city of Rhodes. I don't know if can you see that? Can you see it? It's really pretty. It's, like the tree of roots, or roots to a tree or something like that. Oh, where am I going? Oh, the stairs. Oh, here, yes, I'm going right. They're like roots to a tree, and it's made out of silver, dipped twice in gold, and the chain is made out of titanium. So I thought it was really unique. And then I also got some earrings, some cat earrings, which are really cute. Maybe I can show you guys that tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been taking the stairs, trying to get a little bit of exercise in without going to the gym. And I feel great about it. So anyway, let's go get something to eat. And here's dessert. This is my lava cake with vanilla ice cream. All right, you guys, dinner is complete. It was really good. I'm actually doing quite a few things that I do not normally do, which is eat when I'm not hungry. But, you know, I don't normally take a vacation either, so. I don't know if you've noticed that I've been taking like small portions of food, kind of setting up my plate like a sampler plate, but eating 3 times a day. Anyway, I think let's say goodnight right now, and tomorrow we are going to go to Santorini, which I'm really excited about. But I think I'm going to put that on the next video. I already know this video is going to be very long, but let's kind of split it up a little bit. So I will see you guys in the next video in Santorini. All right? Have a good night.